5 minutes after 8 o'clock on a brand spanking new day in a brand spanking new year, and with the gorgeous Kortensia on the other side. Welcome to Island Tea, and she's even decked out in her. You guys can see that, right? She's even decked out.
Happy New Year to one and all. Thanks for joining us this morning here on Island Tea. I hope you would have enjoyed every festivity that the season had, and we await today's announcement of next year's festival date.
Yeah. So, how was your New Year? How did it roll over for you?
I did work. I chored a lot yesterday.
Yeah, you told me.
I was short on the first and the second. Those are normally the time. So I finally changed my curtains yesterday. I did about 6 or 7 or 8 loads of laundry yesterday. I put in one early this morning before I got here. So I'm working on completing everything I have for the New Year's, including folding those clothes so I don't have a mount clothes more. What are your resolutions, or what are you doing to ensure that your New Year starts? Well, let us know. Jamsa, what about you? How was yours?
Me? Well, it was pretty. It was pretty lazy, and stress free, and yeah. We wanted to go and see the fireworks on.
You missed it?
Yeah, well, I heard it, but didn't see it.
I actually got the opportunity to go, so I was on Timothy Hill and I saw them from all
Timothy
angles.
Hill! Wow.
Yeah, you got to see Carambola.
I never thought of that. Okay.
You saw.
And then you saw Four Seasons as well.
Not really. You saw.
No?
It looked like
Okay.
lightning because the
Yeah.
the hill,
You
or
just
the
see
mountain. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hiding it.
Uh-huh.
You saw Park Hyatts. You saw the private yachts that were in the marina. You saw Marriott's. You saw Carambolas, and then you saw some from Monkey Hill as well. They were
Wow.
lovely.
How
Yeah.
you know that? Oh, you saw some from Monkey? Oh, really?
From the hill.
From Timothy
yes.
Hill.
And somebody confirmed that it was from White House, White House, wherever that is. up
Oh,
in
I know where
Montreal.
that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Used to be a hotel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Timothy Hill. That's I should.
So you know where to go next year.
Yeah.
And they had quite a few cars up there. I was actually shocked. That's my first time. So it was pretty nice.
So, cause usually we go on the lawn.
You mean on Frigate Bay Lawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some people letting off their own fireworks there.
Well,
But no, the hill is the place to
because
be.
usually we watch the the ones from Marriott. Because remember, for a long time, Marriott was the only one that did it
Oh.
in St. Kitts.
So Carambola didn't do it once it got there? 'Cause-
Yeah, but Marriott was first,
Okay.
and then Carambola. But then the thing is, if you're down on the beach, you can see the Four Seasons fireworks
But you have
proper.
to be at
Well, I guess you
which
said
beach? Any of the beaches? Because
Frigate Bay.
year before I was at Spice Mill, and that's where I saw Four Seasons and Spice Mill and Park Hyatts at the same
Oh,
time.
Spice Mill. Oh, and really, all those people do that.
Well,
Wow.
Spice Mill and Park Hyatt collaborate, and Four Seasons. So you saw all of those big fireworks at the same time.
Wow.
That was year before.
Wow.
So last year it was on the hill. Well, this year because it's 12 o'clock. It started.
I always thought that there should have been like a big kind of carnival concert down on the shoreline somewhere. Oh well, somewhere in town, and then the fireworks starting at like maybe a half of a minute to midnight or something like that.
Because
to the countdown.
I think the fireworks in town was at 12:30, so that was the last one for those folks who would have
Oh,
missed.
12:30.
Yeah, at Port Zante, I think
Okay.
that was the last one for folks who would have missed all the other ones that were
Okay.
happening, especially on Timothy Hill. So next year, you know where to take the family.
Yeah, I have to
Get
try
up
that.
there, perch your car. You can come out, get by the stones.
And, that view never gets old. So
Yeah,
imagine
but-
seeing that with fireworks.
Yeah, I just wish we could have seen Four Seasons though. It looked like lightning in the clouds, but you saw the varying colors, so
Yeah.
you knew it wasn't lightning.
But as I told you, you can actually see Four Seasons if you're there are other places you can see Four Seasons.
So you
from.
can go on Frigate Bay Beach and see Four Seasons.
Yeah, because
Okay.
remember, if you look that way,
Nevis is right there.
yeah, and so you're low enough to see them. Where I think maybe if you're up on the hill,
Yeah,
the
little,
hill probably
yeah,
obscures.
that one by Salt Lodge,
Yeah.
like off. That
Yeah.
one was up
Yeah,
obscuring your view.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then so then you would only see the what you're talking about, like the
Yeah,
the halo or
the
whatever.
halo,
Yeah.
into the clouds.
Uh-huh.
So it was Carambola, they finished first. Then Park Hyatt finished after. Marriott finished thereafter. And then the yacht, the private yacht that was out there, they were the last to finish. Like, they had a big explosive end.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was
That's
very
pretty cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what about the festivities? What did you enjoy? I was looking at the points for the winners.
So maybe we should go through those.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I had the privilege of watching it right from my porch. So I saw everything, including the stage getting a little hurt.
Lucky people.
The stage got a little hurt. By the time Audrey was done with the stage and Lux went on the stage was no longer a stage that people can go on because it got a little hurt. So now the participants had to go on the road, which made it a tad difficult because the judges' station was sort of higher than my gallery.
Oh.
And before, when they won the stage, I could have seen everything, but I refused to go outside. I still enjoyed
They
it.
probably wanted to block you.
Oh boy, I know it wasn't intentional, but once
I know, I'm
the
just
stage got
playing.
hurt, yeah, they had to go on the road. But my gosh, people, we really had the biggest carnival.
That's what they're saying? I heard them, but I was
Last year
I
wasn't that much persons.
wow, that's good.
You should see Ultra Troops. They look like ants. Especially the brown section. That section was packed with folks. And I think that section was the section that probably hurt the stage. Y'all don't get me, but I'm just saying. But it was big.
I must say your shades, your Happy New Year glasses match your lipstick.
Oh, thanks. I tried this morning to make sure everything went on.
And the headphone cable.
Oh, well, I guess I'm all about matching today. Good morning, Azard. Sorry. We are here enjoying the chat about Carnival. So did you come into town? Did you stay at home and watch it? What did you do? I had the privilege of watching it from my gallery.
I saw some of it through Facebook, social media.
Okay.
Yes. I actually hold a bit.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, your headphones aren't working? Okay. So, folks, it's 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. We are here for the brand new year of Island Tea.
Yep. Our first show for the year.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh, as I was saying, yeah, I saw most of it through social media. It seemed to have been a very festive time.
Yes.
One thing that stood out to me is that, there was no acts of serious
Oh, boy.
violence,
Thank God.
during the time.
Yep.
Persons were in such a festive mode that we didn't have any severe casualties or homicides or anything. So I'm really glad for
Yeah.
that. And I thought to myself, maybe should be carnival every day. So
Oh,
persons
yes.
would be in a time of festive mood and not having all of these murders that have happened in the last year. So looking at it, we are in 2024. It's a
Yep.
wonderful year, a year that we can really start to, for some persons, starting afresh, for others just improving on what began
Yes.
in the years prior. And so I want to wish everyone out there a wonderful, wonderful 2024. It is my desire that your goals that you have set this year, that you come into fruition to the extent of the law. I have to say that as an attorney, to the extent of the law, that it comes into fruition. I wish everyone a
follow it through.
wonderful, wonderful 2024.
Lovely, lovely indeed. And that's our wish to every single one of us. So we know Ultra won again. I don't think anybody could have beaten them once I saw their the amount of persons. As I said,
Wow.
I was shocked. This was the biggest carnival yet since I've been living on this island, and I've been living here since 1995.
And
so.
what you realize too, there were a lot of influencers, persons from the Bayesian Tube.
Yes.
There were persons from I
Really?
think,
Trini Jungle Juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trini Jungle Juice I knew about, but Bayesian
Yes.
True.
Also, we had
Yeah.
our local WINNMedia who
Yes.
captured some of the videos and pictures of persons during the parade. And, I looked at some Instagram posts and some persons who are also influencers in the region saying, one person commented and said that Outside Again is one of the biggest hits. And it coming out of St. Kitts and Nevis, that Outside
Yes.
Again was for the 2022 carnival season. But
Yeah.
it's something that I think resonates with a lot of persons, and that music carries on regardless
A
of
lot
the
of
season.
old songs were being played. I don't know if you realize
Yes.
it. Even Smarlux was playing
Mhm.
Kick Them Off the Wall. And I was like, and people would jam into these old songs. They didn't necessarily say, oh, play the new thing.
But that's normal. It's
normal?
it's only here. It was never normal. Here
Oh,
we
for
have
real?
this. Yeah, here we have this thing. Oh, that's an old song. Whereas
Well, they
you go to
enjoyed the old
Antigua and
songs.
Trinidad,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be playing the old songs as well.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
know what I saw? I saw someone climbing up on one of those things, the railings, the burglar bars of a building, and they said only during carnival, because had it been any other moment that you saw someone climbing
Police.
those things,
Yeah.
the
Problems.
police or somebody gone
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
you call the psychiatric ward.
Yeah.
But
A cop,
only during carnival,
a cop probably saw him and just rolled his eyes and just, carnival.
Yeah, and I must commend the officers. I don't know how they managed to not shake a leg, but they were walking in the bands. People respect them. And I like this. Jamsa, did you see the last statement that the police, what should I say? What is the word? The communication unit put out?
No.
Play mass with the eminent.
With the eminent?
Yeah.
You know what?
And I find that, I guess, don't be.
Oh, don't
yeah.
play the ass, basically. Okay. Hey.
Just trying to be quiet.
Hey, it's
But I like
2023.
that they communicated. It's
2024.
2024, Jamsta.
It's even better.
I like that they communicated and people understood the assignment.
Just
and
I
they-
hope we didn't leave here,
Huh?
I hope we didn't leave it back in last
and
year.
people really behaved. They really played mass. They didn't take the M out of mass.
Yes, yes.
Listen,
They didn't play the
I wonder who's coming up. I wonder who's coming up with all these
I
witticisms all of
know.
a sudden with their
Listen.
communications department. Huh?
it was lovely,
I
and
mean-
I am happy that people behaved.
And I don't know if you guys realize, when we played the National Security Advisors advisory,
Mm-hmm.
you realize there were two others. But at the
Yes.
time, I didn't know. I only found out is when I came off the end. I was
But
telling
what the-
Kevin.
I am going to be the devil's advocate. Were the other two as good as his?
Yes, they were
Oh.
all same.
all
same.
witty.
Yes,
Because
and
I did listen to
they
the other
all
two.
had their own unique witticisms, which were all singing from the same hymn sheet, which I thought
Okay.
was great.
Nice.
But I think it's not a competition. But I liked
I like
the way.
Mr. Rollins.
I like
Yeah.
the way Miss.
If
way Mr.
everybody
Rollins
remember
did it.
that, if
Mhm.
you're gonna be naughty, you might take a little break at
Yes.
1840.
1840.
Nobody
mass,
wanted to go
play
there.
mass with the M. I like that.
Keep the M in mass. Yes.
Please.
Oh,
We
I'm
don't
wondering
want
if he's the
anybody
one.
farming
I'm wondering.
any-
I'm wondering what he said.
The two of
What
you
he
need to
said.
come
What-
over to
Don't want
2020.
anybody
Wait.
farming Ellie.
Anything.
Yeah.
The two of you come over to 2024. Come over to
Yes, yes.
2024.
2024. And as it relates to 2024, congratulations to did we touch the Calypso competition, the senior
No,
monarch?
Calypso
I think
competition,
that was our last working day.
Okay, yes. I meant before
Yeah, night
I,
of,
I,
yeah.
I came on.
No,
the
no,
show.
Oh,
no,
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 no.
no.
Yes,
We were
yes.
just talking about
Okay.
the carnival.
Well,
parade.
congratulations to all of the Calypsonians. Looking back at it and seeing the results. Queen Independent, she retained her crown.
I saw
And
that.
back to back, we saw Isa Kamal emerging as
first
first
runner-up.
runner-up by
Yes.
just a mere 4 points.
That
behind
close.
the reigning
I
queen,
saw him in the
yes.
parade, so I knew that he
Mhm.
had to be first.
And then you had King Hollywood, Hollywood placing second
Second
runner-up.
runner.
So those were the top 3 spots. Indeed, congratulations to all the Calypsonians who keep our culture alive through the social commentary through music. So I want to say congratulations to everybody. It's wonderful time, wonderful season. I saw Jamsa was a judge for the Calypso finals, and I see
Yeah,
he's still here in the
that was-
room.
Wait, Jamsa,
No.
you kept that.
No, that was the last minute. thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling everyone. I told her I went for lunch with a school friend of mine, right?
Mhm.
And we went
Mhm.
for lunch, and I was telling him, well, I'm looking forward to drink some. No, that was the day after. But I remember telling him too, the day before that. I'm looking forward to just drinking some booze and enjoying some Cali. No, serious. I was really looking forward to that. Next thing I get a call. Okay, yeah. So
We need you.
I had to go. Yeah,
Duty
Oh,
call.
nice, nice.
yeah. I was planning to go give some old road rum and Eldorado some blows.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, you had
listen
to put that
Jamsa.
on break
Yeah?
and participate to make our
Wait.
culture and carnival great.
Okay, Azard has a slogan for Sugar Mass
What?
2024,
What he said?
2025. You didn't hear that
No,
whole
what he said?
thing yet? I can't even
I
remember.
can't
Ask
even
him to
go back
say
to
it.
it.
I was taking a pull of coffee. Yeah,
Oh, it's talking about coffee. Do we have our tea this
We
morning?
have chai tea this
Oh,
morning.
wonderful.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
I want to read an article from
Mhm.
Loop, and it says Ultra Carnival has been announced as the Troop of the Year at Sugar Mass 52 in St. Kitts and Nevis. The results were announced, yesterday by Chair of St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival Committee, Shannon Hawley, on the state media network ZIZ. Ultra received 669 points for their presentation, The Wonders of Africa. It's the second year in a row that Ultra Carnival has received the Troop of the Year award. They also picked up Spirit of Carnival and King of the Bands awards. In second place was Lux Carnival with 620 points, while Navali Mass was third with 614 points. Lux also received awards for Section of the Year and being the first to launch on Parade Day. Zeus Carnival took the Queen of the Bands award. Reflecting on the festivities which concluded yesterday following the last lap parade, Holly said Sugar Mass 52 was one of the best editions of the festival. All in all, we can say that this year Sugar Mass was what we set out for it to be, which was the biggest and best Sugar Mass to date, Holly stated. She, however, admitted that there were some issues that affected the overall product. There were some mishaps yesterday that was on the first in terms of the movement of the troops on the road. We started late, and as such, we needed to get those troops into town at a decent time. And I think that is something we did not manage to do, and it's something that we have to brainstorm as to how we get that task completed as efficiently and effectively as possible, she said. Dates for Sugar Mass 53 will be released today, that we know. Ollie said discussions will be held with stakeholders to discuss the possibility of moving the Juve parade out of the capital of Bastia. We need a new home for Juve. Juve has definitely outgrown the streets of Bastia. You see people complain about bottlenecks but offering no constructive solutions, and the only solution that can be is moving Juve either out of Bastia or having Juve essentially set up similar to the Grand Parade, where you have troop after troop in line, Hawley said. She's expecting some opposition to the change, but she insists it is needed to improve the carnival product.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you can make the argument there is no absolute reason why it has to be in the heart of town. Especially when you consider, I mean, we have so many vehicles, people want to move around, and then you have these trucks with all these people moving around these.
Yeah, but that's what
these
Carla had
corners
mentioned,
and-
even putting it on the Kim Collins Highway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
might be a good, that whole area.
But last lap, they didn't come the way they came on the first day. They were round and round in town, so I wonder how that was, because I don't do, I don't do the crowd. So
But I
can't
really
tell.
hope I hope they think about taking back judging road match, not just Juve. I feel like it should be at least
You want it again
at
at
least
the
2
end?
days, meaning Juve and maybe Carnival Day.
Oh, so
Parade
you want
day.
it back at the end again?
Yeah, well, both Juve and Carnival
Yeah,
Day.
but I get it. But then we don't normally know who the road match is until like maybe
Last lap.
yesterday, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you want it go back? You want it
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
that, right?
I mean, you could have white. You could judge performance for 2 days. If you really want to do the performance thing. Well, I don't know. I don't know how the performance thing works when most of the bands are playing for actual bands. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
But I
mean,
found-
if a band is playing for, say, Ultra, I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess you could have performance because the revelers can.
But I
don't
found
know.
people were jamming to that road match song, even if it's not the song from their band. It's like everybody, and the fact that it was a song all about togetherness and making carnival big and better. I found everybody gravitated, although there were complaints at the beginning when it was announced. I find people acted really nice towards that song.
You mean a showcase?
Yeah,
The road
the
match.
one from
Yeah.
Rascal. I don't know the name of the song, Jamster. I just know let's make carnival big.
Yeah. I find that song
That's
has
all I know.
that song has a football shanty vibe to it.
Mhm.
It has a nice sing along. This is the thing. People, some people say, "Oh, that shouldn't be," but this song has a nice hook.
And that's what I'm
It
saying.
has a nice melody. It's a
And
nice
see,
sing
I don't
along
even know the
thing.
name. I just know the
Yes.
chorus.
I think while I was at the Miss St. Kitts, the Queen pageant, he performed Raskelly.
Yes, I saw him
And
performing.
hearing the music in that moment, I
Mhm.
thought it was really good. It was
Yeah.
really catchy, and
Yeah.
it was really something. Having the beats together, the melody, I thought it was really well put together, and I could see how persons could really be in the vibe when they hear that song. I want to
Exactly.
say
Yeah, I mean-
congratulations to Raskelly and the Smallux band for
Yes.
capturing the road match.
And all the songs, all the runners up, they're all great songs. Ken and Bobby's a great
Yeah,
song.
that was the next one that was
Happy.
playing a lot, and Happy. Those
Happy.
those three. Those
I mean,
three.
I
Happy.
mean, I mean, Happy, the one I thought that would get the road match. That's a
Uh-huh.
great song too.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
no one should feel like they're a loser because they didn't get the road match.
And I find they were good spirits because you remember people were concerned, that they shouldn't come out and what? Those fellas were out in full swing. The lead singers were having fun on their bands and everybody was enjoying it. And it was just about harmony, getting their walk up in, and they were enjoying
Or
themselves.
meaning what do you mean? You mean like people would think that they would be
People would think-
resentful and not come
yeah,
out
no-
and perform? Oh no.
Those fellas had a
And-
blast, man.
And when you consider the fact, I mean, you said that Outside is now a big song outside.
Yeah,
And
Azard
with Trini Jungle
mentioned that.
Juice and Bajan Tube and all these people here, this is an opportunity for our music to finally go
somewhere.
beyond our shores,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And next thing you know, you might hear Small Acts or Grandmasters going off to Barbados
Or
for
Trinidad,
a
yeah.
concert or
In-
Trinidad, exactly.
In actuality, you look at the Miami Carnival, you have persons, DJs here from St. Kitts and Nevis who participate.
Doesn't
Yeah.
Small Axe participate in that particular
And I
carnival?
think Small Acts participate.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
do.
if that
They-
one, but I've seen.
You mean
where they
Miami Carnival?
posted,
Yeah.
I don't know if they did it last year.
I
but
know they have posted
I know they've done it
being a
already.
part of other carnivals. So our
Yeah.
music is out there, but I guess you mean it more
In the
than-
Caribbean.
Yes.
It needs to get out in the Caribbean
Mhm.
more.
Yeah, because-
our people out there keep it out there.
Mhm.
Our people don't really live down those islands like that. So we need
When you
to
say
get it.
more, you mean do you mean like in
like
Trinidad?
Windward and so
Yeah.
on, yeah.
Trinidad,
Because a lot
Jamaica.
of our people don't live down
She's
those
right,
ways.
yeah.
Mhm.
They live in
They're
the States,
more-
they live in Canada, they live in the UK, and they want to
Yeah.
keep the culture. For the few students that are in those islands,
Mhm.
they get
Yeah.
outrun.
Yeah.
They get outrun by the varying cultures and the music. So they probably play their music, but then people still don't understand all the sting-a-ling-a-ling and the cowbell and all the story. But
Yeah.
no, people come, they enjoy it, and they're gonna, yeah.
I just want to see our sense of musical self get big,
Yeah.
where we try and promote our music outside.
And that's what,
know?
But in addition
And-
to that, I don't want us to feel like it's not happening. It is happening, and it continues to happen.
but not as big as it would
Um,
happen like every time Small Axe is in New York or Small Axe is in Florida for something,
Mhm.
and you see how all the petitions come out in the
Mhm.
numbers. I don't find it happen that way down the island.
Oh yes, down the island. But
Yeah.
you see, when you have Trinidad and we have Jamaica, when it comes to music and rich diversity, it would be a challenge
Yeah.
because even here in St. Kitts and Nevis, many times we play the Kittitian music. That's how we the Trinidadian music. We play the Jamaican music. So if we as Kittitians are playing their music ever so often,
Mhm.
as opposed to playing ours, imagine getting our music played there
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
And, and
Because
that's what Jamsa was
There-
saying.
There was a criticism. I think it could have been in reference to Juve, or someday around there, where a friend of mine was saying, I don't understand why I'm downtown and this DJ is playing. One person talked about the DJ playing dancehall,
Yeah.
and then
I had the people
yeah, I'm
modified.
playing all this Trinidad music. Apparently, Trinidad and Barbados and Antigua music
Yes.
on Juve, like some of them that were playing on the trucks.
Mhm.
And I understand. I'm a DJ. Sometimes I'm probably gonna get some stick for this, but sometimes our music has grown to the point now where I think we can hold our own against these people. But I understand. I know how it is. Sometimes we're playing, and we feel like, boy, our music is sweet, but somehow I don't feel like this particular song that's popular in Carnival right now is gonna hit like if I played this song that came out for Trinidad Carnival earlier this year, or whatever. I totally understand that because I have to fight that myself, right?
And I get it.
Yeah,
It's with
I
the
totally
time.
understand it.
Yeah.
So we just need to do better.
So it was Showcase. It was Me Nah Let Go.
Ken
That's
and-
Ken and Barbie, right?
Yeah.
And then it was Carnival Come Back Home. Happy, and then
Happy.
Carnival Come Back Home. So the Trini song, I think, was fourth.
Carnival come back home? What's
Yeah.
that?
Nyla Blackman and Skinny Fabulous. Carnival.
They were playing that on the road too?
Yeah. So
What?
those four songs were very
Okay.
popular, but one Showcase was playing. Everybody was just singing, especially the hook.
Yes.
Let's make the carnival big.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Let's make the kind
Song has a
Yeah.
wicked hook. I could listen. This is so funny, but I could see like
See, we making Azard sing
I
today.
could see like cricket. I could see a cricket game. I could see a cricket game and people actually singing that with the DJ. I'm telling you,
I
off
think
football.
that song is gonna get so much airplay that Rascally might actually get a nice recognition. You might hear the BT Awards saying that Colin Sink it's band people.
They do have a category, what's it called? Best world. What's it? Best world music or something. They have a category where people like Marshall and Taurus Riley and what's her name? Destrance will get nominated.
I saw
I don't
right
remember what
up
it's called.
where Byron Messiah got Artist of the Year or something like that for BT.
Yeah,
I was
not
like,
surprised.
wow,
Yeah.
he's gone
Not
far.
surprised. You
So
guys
you see,
going?
he's flying the flag for St. Kitts. So
Yeah. Okay, that person.
Oh, sorry,
No,
caller.
that's fine.
We were having too much fun making the carnival big, or making Allen T bigger this
I-
morning.
So
oh.
no,
I
go ahead.
just wanted
Go
to
ahead.
acknowledge and the representative from St. Kitts, Miss Takaila
Oh, yes.
Johnson, as she represented St. Kitts in the Miss Caribbean Haynes Smith Talented Teen Pageant and emerged the
Brought
winner
it back home.
of that competition.
Yep.
Yes. So congratulations to Miss Hat Johnson, from Old Road.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! Constituency 4. Everything really went to 4, didn't it? Oh boy!
There's so much more to
Mhm.
go. To
Yeah.
4
Oh
than
boy!
ever before.
Jamsa, listen. He's just overdoing this thing this morning, man.
What I'm here wrangling with.
He's just rhyming and Azard. He's on a roll today. The New Year
What
has
did he
brought the
say?
rapper
What did he
out
say?
of
I
Azard.
was here wrangling with the cantankerous mixer over
Oh,
here.
can't remember
boy.
what
You see,
Jam
you
stuff.
have to catch
You
it.
have to
Jamsa,
catch
you
it
have to
all
go back
over.
and listen to this program today because you have to see. Azad already has a slogan for Sugar Mass
So
20.
I have to do like
24?
I have to do like wifey.
Yeah,
Wifey. Sometimes I
back
go.
to
goes back.
Sometimes I go home and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm listening back the show from yesterday. Oh, it's like, okay.
Well, I will listen to the show.
Yes.
We have a call. Caller,
Oh,
go
Caller,
right
go
ahead.
right ahead.
Hello,
Hi,
Hey,
greetings.
what's
How
up?
are you?
Double E.
Morning.
Love is up, love is up.
Yes.
Love is up.
How's my friend?
Okay, give thanks to all
Yeah.
the information flowed, all the comments concerning carnival. I see you want to keep it in the carnival, so we can keep it there too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First of all, we give thanks that there was no stabbing up and dissing up and datting up and all them things that were usually take place fighting. And we want to say, we want to say, and it's the naked truth. We don't care who dispute it. The increasing of ganja smoking make them think they decrease. Yeah. We see the whole heap of consumption of the alcohol. When you see ganja smoking, the ganja smoking kick up. And we know say when ganja smoking are go on in festival, when music and ganja put together, is niceness. Yeah. And we want to say that is what caused. That is the reason why we don't have the whole heap of this and the whole heap of that and the whole heap of people reach up hospital and blah blah boom boom. Yeah. The nastiness though. I feel say that the system I encourage the nastiness. when them allow people to just go on with the nastiness. Because when we look on the garbage, you know, before we go on with that, we want to big up clean people. Because we know the clean people no contribute to what we see on the ground.
But they say cleanliness is
Next to godliness, yes.
But of course, and we always say we're a godly people. So me no understand how the system. I mean, the bin them there, bins was out.
Yep.
Even though there needed to be more bins.
Yes, that I will agree with you.
One.
Yep.
And the next thing to the toilet them set up. I mean, see people are we are about still. So we know say the nasty people them out there still. And we want the system to be aware of the nasty people and make sure we don't make them take over. Because we have a crisis, you know. If we make them take over, you know.
Funny you speak about that. I said I was going to mention that this morning because when I was watching it from my gallery, a young clown passed. I would give him around 18, and he had a Magnum bottle, and he just threw it in the drain like that. And
just like that.
And there was bags right there. There was a vendor right there. He could have asked him to put it in his bag, but he just flung it in the drain, and he just proceeded on. And I'd be like, wow.
That's the point I am making. That's the point we are making. That you still have the nasty people, them, who are bent on their nastiness, and we have to make sure that we step on top of things with that. Otherwise, we ain't going away now.
This is why.
Okay. We have more comment, but we're going to take a break and make people make the comment.
Okay.
Blessed love. Give thanks.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, this is why I keep saying this is why they need to reintroduce civics like a seriously holistic approach to civics that covers all the societal touchstones that make for a better society and everything. People just being. I mean, then it drives me crazy. Like you guys hear me talk about how you see people putting Burger King wrappers on throwing Burger King wrappers in the fountain. And
they did
and yeah, all the time. And KFC
this is what I don't understand.
And on the courtroom steps and stuff.
We are saying we're trying to keep the place clean, and I do not understand why. Because my street, the inside is now getting clean this morning because the cleaning lady came this morning. But the cleaners clean the outer side, and I cannot expect them because they're following the carnival and cleaning up after the patrons. I can't expect them to come inside and do that. So now I have to look at this unsightly thing. I wanted to try and do something yesterday, but then I said, nah, let me leave it for the lady to have something to do. Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you guys, man. Happy New Year.
Hey, what's up?
Morning. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, man, this carnival seems like it was a bang, man. A real bang, bang, shabam.
You missed it.
Yeah, definitely, but maybe not next year for sure.
Oh, righty then.
Oh, this year, you mean? Oh, you mean you're going to miss next? You're going to miss this year,
this year, yeah.
Well, but he's right, he's not going to miss next year because it's the first and second of 25.
True.
Yeah.
You're cracking on me. You're cracking on me, man. I remember when I was a little boy, right? And I used to come to Sinkers for Carnival from Nevis. So when I'm leaving, it's already the new year, and I'm leaving to go back to Nevis on the boat. And I would tell my auntie them, they would be like, see you next year. But really and truly, the year don't turn. See you later on this year, son.
Yeah.
That's like an old joke. That's an old joke I can remember from when I was a little boy, when I used to come to Sinkers for Carnival every year.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, new year, new things, new rules, new goals, new agenda, And when you want the guidance that we talking about, the nastiness, man, you want to tell me New York clean up Times Square from New Year's celebration before Sinkers can get a bash there in order with the garbage. You know what I'm saying? But small acts, man. I remember 1994. I made Jamster. You know of a place in Nevis called the Nook.
Yeah.
You remember where the Nook at, right? The Nook.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember 1994. I visited Nevis, man, and small acts tear down the Nook, man. A session they had there. They had a session there. So to watch small acts in this carnival here, I believe small acts is back again, bro. And they're maintaining themselves, and they're carrying the load. But when they lost the road match last year, they meant to themselves that they was going to really come back this year and take it, man. Because this concept of the 1,000 clowns, that's a great concept, and it builds a fan base. You know what I mean? So now the other bands, them in St. Kitts and Nevis, they're going to have to come really, they have to put in a lot more work now to topple small acts again. Because this 1,000 clowns concept is took small acts to another level, man, believe it or not. It's a lot of participation from the fans, man. And that's what Small Acts got over them other bands this year. You know, and congratulations to them, you know. Really, that song is really powerful, man. It's a national song for St. Kitts and Nevis, you know. It's bringing Nevis and St. Kitts more united. You know what I mean? That song is really a nice song, man. Really. It portrays some nationalism, you know.
Yes.
Different than that, man. The guy that you had on last week there, I didn't realize, I think you said that, I didn't realize when I had called him, right, I didn't realize that guy said he was from the band DQE from New York.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
now, yeah.
We need to probably try to get him back, or we need to get his contact numbers, man, something so we could call him, because there's persons that can network with him. You know, I don't know if you guys have put out his contacts that day, but I didn't realize that he was from BQE until at the end of the program. But I wanted to ask him about, there was a girl, a local person from Nevis, right, that used to play in that band. And she is the daughter of Vance Amory. And I think her name is Abena. I think her name is Abena.
Yep.
Yeah, and he didn't, I don't know if he mentioned that lady's name at all. You know what I mean? I was trying to get back in at him to ask him some questions and to more, you know, get him to open up a little bit more, because he didn't, I don't think that he even mentioned Abena's name, and Abena is doing really good, and she has like, I think she has like some singles or something, and she might have branched off on her own. So I wanted to kind of put the spotlight on her and ask him about Abena, because that, being that he was on the air, and she's a local artist from Nevis, you know, he needed to recognize her, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he's not here today, so the most I can probably ask today is maybe to see if we can get his contacts and to see if we can bring him back again. And, you know, get him to open up a little bit more, you know what I mean? Because Abena should have been mentioned that day, you know what I mean? Because she's a person of the soil. But anyway, man, you guys, you know, keep up the good works, man. I wish you guys all the best for the new year. And, you know, the carnival was really superb watching from over here, man. Thanks a lot.
Nice. Glad you
Okay,
enjoyed.
great.
Thank you so much.
On to the next. Caller, go right ahead. Island T. Happy New Year.
Hello. Happy New Year to all of you, and good morning, and peace to you all.
Good morning.
you.
Happy
As
New Year
well.
to the
Thank
entire
you so
Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and to everyone who listens. God bless you all. I just want to say one thing. This is Lincoln David Kelly here. I just want to say one thing I'm happy for. I haven't heard anything of this. We had a peaceful injury of violence carnival, as far as I understand. I hope that is true. I haven't heard anything. If you heard anything different, you could let me know. But that's one thing I'm happy for. My bit into the carnival is that what I would hope to see sometime in the future, it could be for the next one. We have different carnivals throughout the different villages and even for culture. The king Calypso could be the kings from those different things. You know, see who will be the king of the king. Same thing for the queens. And, you know, the children thing as well. Also, it's a national carnival. I know once upon a time, troops and so forth from Nevis, especially like the clowns and so on, used to come over from Nevis. If it's a national carnival, I hope next time an invitation, if I'm not sure it's normally been done, extended to persons in Nevis as well to come over to have, as we say, a national carnival, and the troops from the different villages competition that they have, the different festivals, to make it grand. Yes, it was good, but I think the size. So
Wasn't the first troop from Nevis that was on display? The Warriors?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm
DIY.
not sure what the thing is. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm putting that out. So, as
Okay.
you could correct me, but I'm just making a suggestion. So, that's all. That was good. I hope we could have more. But you could go on and, because I do not know where they're from. Like I said, I just said names, you know, because, you know, I just passed through. So maybe you could enlighten me on that.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
All right.
And so that's what I'm putting inside there for, you know, because it's a difference from, let's say, Nevis culture and the village, because this one name is national. I don't know if you kind of understand what I'm saying. National Carnival.
Yes, I
That name
understand.
is for the entire thing. So if we have winners from all the other carnivals, to really see who is the king of the kings, queen of the queens, we should have that competition between those people as opposed to maybe bringing in new persons. I'm not sure if it was done that way, but I'm just suggesting something, you know. And also, you know, to make sure that it was good, but sometimes I guess maybe out of the judging section,
Okay.
persons were supposed to start at a particular time, but I suppose was coming after. You know, so maybe it's to let, I'm not sure what it is, you know, but, you know, that could also make it a bit better because, like you mentioned, Miami, the Toronto, the UK, and all these carnivals, if you look at it, how big they are, maybe Trinidad and Brazil, but we have to maybe, if I could use the word, discipline ourselves to, if we really participating in something to really organize, just like with the military person, they have a particular time to reach for the parade, they reach for the parade. You believe you catch what I'm saying now, right?
Yes.
If you have a time to reach 15 minutes before, so everything could be organized and on time, not you, the troop start, and then you walk in like 20 minutes after to catch it inside and so forth. You know, I don't know how it goes. But all I just want to say, congratulations to the person who put it up, and I just want to give God thanks. I haven't heard of any injuries, any violence or violence-free session, and I just want to say, going forward, this is a new year. I just pray for God, continue blessing us. Since I'm representing constituency number 7, for God, continue to bless constituency 7 with peace, and make sure our persons there be industrious. I'm calling for this for the entire country. This is a new year. Let us all be industrious for many different reasons. If you're not working, you have a problem. Therefore, I just want to say, bless 2024. We are blessed here for everybody, businesses, everybody. And I just want to say thank you, God bless you all. I'll call up some other time, but I just want to get that in since the carnival thing is one thing that is really up and up right now. And even with the, you know, so at least I just want to put my 5 cents in. God bless you, Mr. Davis. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, great.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
I gotta say though, but you know, if Mr. Pell thinks that Nevis hasn't been integrally entwined in carnival, he hasn't been paying attention.
Yeah, I was going to say that we had Calypsonians from Nevis participating.
A ton load.
Hollywood is,
Yeah, Hollywood
Yeah.
is from.
well, he represents Nevis.
Well, I
I
don't
think he's Cajun, but he lives in
Yeah, but-
Nevis and he represents Nevis.
Two
to
two
say
of
that
the
he represents Nevis would mean to me that he comes up part. I think he represents himself, but he's just living in Nevis, you know. But the one I'm
yeah,
trying
but
to say,
but
we
let's not
have-
split hairs. He represents Nevis,
But-
right? Because he's a reigning
Reigning king.
Nevis monarch.
But he didn't participate in the competition as the reigning Nevis monarch. He
Participated
participated
as
as a
himself.
participant as
Okay.
himself, who is in Nevis. So we had persons.
And the young lady that was here, wasn't she from Nevis as well? That came with Starboy and Queen Independent?
Could be,
I'm trying
but
to remember.
Nevisians aren't bad from entering and
No.
participating
I mean,
at all. Very much
they're a big
welcome.
part. I mean, Abernathy is
Yes.
the
Yeah.
chairman of chairman
And he
of-
was over
of
here.
Carnival.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from Nevis. Yeah,
the soca, two of the judges from the Calypso finals were Nevisian.
yeah.
Okay.
And we had Nevisians as Jamsa
Yeah.
said participating as judges. In the
Okay,
Calypso.
nice.
And we had a
Nice.
lot of Nevisians throughout. We had
And I saw a lot of Divisions over here for Parade Day
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
And
We
as
had-
I said, the first troop, DIY Warriors, they're from Nevis. I
Yes, so
enjoy
you-
them and their peacocks.
In fact, I love to see it. I don't think it's good to see that it's good to see the truly national participation of both islands. I love to see that. I mean, imagine 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it would have been unthinkable to have a Nivision as the, and he's actually the culture chairman as well.
Nice.
So, I mean,
Kudos.
what could be better?
I know.
You have someone
Integration
who
is real.
you have someone who runs another national festival, a part of the biggest national festival. I mean, what could be better? I mean, you can't ask for more as far as expertise and experience, right?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
okay, our next segment, we have 10 minutes until 9 o'clock, and I will leave Kay to do the introductions, and I'll send them over now.
You mean both of them? Or
Both
just
of, well,
Yeah,
I don't
both
know.
of them.
Both
yeah,
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have our former Caribbean talented teen contestant.
Well,
Kat.
winner as well.
Yeah, winner.
Oh, winner
Yeah,
or contestant?
winner. She handed over the crown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
So
yes.
she's the
So the
former
winner, former winner from St. Lucia, Cassie.
Yes.
And then we have a chaperone with her. I just know him as his artist name, Jay. So they're going to join us shortly as we speak on pageantry. When was the last Caribbean Talented, though, Azard?
Before this one this year?
Yes.
2019.
Wow. So she
Yeah.
held that crown for...
4 years.
Wow. So I wonder how
yeah,
was that...
Yeah.
29... Okay, we
Yeah,
have
it
to
was
find
20
from her.
It was
'cause
2019. I think it was 2019. But we'll
okay.
find out from her.
Exactly. We will
Yes.
find out that and so much more as we chit-chat this morning. And hopefully the next time we have our winner, Tequila Hart Johnson. So, Tequila, if you're listening, get yourself ready. Call us here at Win FM so that we can have a chat. Yes, Azad, you are correct.
Good.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're just letting her settle in.
All right.
Yes.
The Rotary Club of St. Kitts is pleased to announce the return of its free prostate screening clinic on Saturday, 13th January. Once again, we are collaborating with Dr. Dwayne Thwaites, Urology Associates, the Largemount Olive and Avalon Medical Laboratory. All men in the Federation, age 40 and over, are encouraged to come out on Saturday, 13th January to the Largemount Olive in Taylor's Range, Bastyr. Registration starts from 6 a.m. and closes at 2 p.m. Breakfast will be on sale. Ladies, encourage and bring your husband, partner, father, uncle, brother, male relatives, and friends to this free prostate screening clinic. Valid government issued photo ID required. General wellness checks will also be provided. So all men over 40, I'll see you on Saturday, 13th January at the Largemount Olive Taylor's Range, as early detection can save lives.
Buying your medication is easy with City Drug Store's curbside pickup. WhatsApp our certified pharmacist at 662-8769 with your requests. For prescriptions, take a clear photograph and send for review. We will engage you in dialogue and then provide a quotation and link for payment. You can then pay via TDC's online payment portal. And once the transaction is complete, you'll be notified that your pickup is ready. Yes, it's that easy. Send your WhatsApp message to 662-8769 to order your medications today with City Drug Store's curbside pickup service.
Inland Revenue Department.
Fasten your frequency. Smart's e-government portal update is presented by Lashonja Yearwood. Good news for all taxpayers. Smart's e-government portal is here to make your tax life easier than ever. Before the due date, Smart's e-government portal will send you friendly filing reminders to keep you on track. But that's not all. We're introducing online forms that present all the details of your tax obligations, making filing a breeze. You can now file your taxes online, and the best part, you can instantly download the associated notice of assessment. Smart is all about simplifying the tax process for you. Stay organized, meet deadlines, and get your tax affairs in order, hassle-free.
Department working for us. We serve.
Well, we have a double barrel treat for you guys. It's 8:54. We have the longest reigning. Why are you guys laughing? It's true. The Haynes Smith longest reigning Caribbean talented team. He just explained, and I was like, oh, I get it, because I was
COVID
like,
came after, man.
yeah, because he was telling me that he said she won in 2019, but
Yeah.
I forgot about COVID, so I was like,
Exactly.
so I was like, oh, she just happened to come back 4 years after for Carnival, and then he said, I said, I was asking him, so how come you guys are here? And he said, well, she had to come and then that's when it clicked,
And over.
and that is when it clicked.
Yeah, she had to come. So welcome to our
Welcome.
studios this morning. We have, oh my gosh. I know, but I'm trying to find some lovely words to describe this beautiful young lady that we have in our midst. The former Miss Caribbean Talented Teen, Miss Cassandra Edwards, and she hails from the beautiful Helen of the West Indies. For those of you who don't know, that is St. Lucia.
Yes.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I've never been here before because when we came the last time, we went to Freedom and ZIZ. Am I saying correct? So we didn't. Yes, we didn't come to swing by you guys. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, but I'm
And-
happy that you chose us.
Yes, and
Thank you.
Island tea too. I hope you're enjoying your tea.
Oh, I drank all already. It was so good.
You can always have more. You can always
Yes,
have
yes.
more. Yes.
So tell us how it has been for you as the reigning Caribbean Talented Teen. In fact, just before we went into the break, we had a little chit chat, and you were telling us that you actually won 2 pageants that year. So tell us about the experience, that 2019 experience in pageantry.
Okay, that was the very first time. It wasn't something that I wanted to do, to be honest. When I first entered the pageant back home in St. Lucia, Queen of Grizzly, I had no experience in it. I was definitely in the arts. I did theater at school, wanting to learn Spanish, hola. So I was always like a social butterfly. So I was somewhere out there, but I never really saw myself as a pageant girl. And so going into Queen of Grace, I missed the auditions. And it just so happened that Lady J was still accepting people afterwards. And just the whole process, it was very much of a learning experience about myself, learning about what I am, who is Cassandra, because when you putting together that bio, that's what they quiz you on, your interview segment. Every interviewer, they always ask you, so tell me about yourself. And I can't be there I don't know. So you had to look within and know who you are for you to go out there, and because you're going to be representing yourself when you go on the stage. And learning my talent was a theatrical piece, and again I did drama, so it kind of tied in together. But honestly, I did not think I would be going into pageantry. However, having done it, I learned a lot. I grew from it, and that was what prepared me to go into Talented Teen coming into St. Kitts, because now I'm no longer representing myself, I'm representing my country and everybody that back home, my family. And as much as I don't really want to go into pageantry again, I did take a lot from it. Yes, it's true. I see your surprise face.
Yeah, because I'm like, why not? Because you won a village festival. How did they select you to represent nationally in the Caribbean Talented Teen?
To have done Talented Teen, you have to have won a crown, a title, before coming in. And I won Queen of Grizzly. And the timeline, because I did it in August, and then the show would have been in December. And they were not able to have the local show at the time. So the regional director, the local director at home, she also runs the Queen of Grizzly. So I was selected through auditions to come and participate in St. Kitts.
So tell us about it. We have the Miss Hainsmith here in St. Kitts, and it's something that a lot of the young ladies look forward to in participating, especially our winner. And so tell us, how is it perceived in St. Lucia when you think about the competition?
I don't want to. I mean, hearing it here, everybody, some people training their whole teenage life to come and do this show.
Yes.
I heard Miss Antigua say that.
Yes, and I'm just like, they're looking forward to it. This is their end goal. And back home, I guess again, because at the time I was not big into pageantry, so I didn't even really know too much about it. I was like, okay, because back home they really talk about JC's, Caribbean culture, Miss Universe, Miss World, St. Lucia. So that's the ones that I really knew of. I didn't know too much about Talented Teen. I'm not sure if it's maybe because of the way it's marketed back home, but coming here, it's definitely underrated. It's you got a show going on, you got people coming around, and everybody's doing their best to represent their country. It's amazing to see.
So what are you gonna take back to St. Lucia? Because you said it's basically underrated. What are you gonna go back to St. Lucia and sell so that it becomes bigger next year, and the contestant that's gonna come from St. Lucia is gonna work as hard as she could because she knows what to expect once she gets here?
That's a very good question. I would definitely have to speak with the director because it's not really my place to take it on. But I think she knows. It's just that the teens need to now understand, okay, because I think what they do, they really focus on the carnival queen. They just really want to go into carnival. Like, that's what their end goal is. I don't think they really know. So if it's a case that we can encourage them to take part in the local show, because even then we don't really have people really wanting to. I noticed they have more teen pageants coming out now. Like they have the secondary school teen pageant, and then they have pageants within the secondary schools coming out. So maybe as they have more of those smaller teen pageants coming out, maybe they might want to see our local teen show as an end goal to come to St. Kitts.
So, was there a participant from St. Lucia in this year's competition?
No, we did not have one, but we're coming strong next year.
Ooh.
In fact, you know, St.
We've been
Kitts and
told.
Nevis, well, St. Kitts, because sometimes Nevis participates in the Caribbean
I had
pageant.
Nevis my year.
Yes, separately. So, you know, the participants from this country, St. Kitts and Nevis, we have the national talented teen, and from there we have our representative
for the
representing St. Kitts Nevis. You could say that, because the carnival, we had a participant from Nevis in the talented teen as well, so you could now say St. Kitts and Nevis. And so as you're saying that and doing the contrast, you see that yes, these girls have been preparing so much, and so it shows when St. Kitts and Nevis goes into the competition mode on the night, because this is what they're waiting for. Let me ask you the question, therefore, when it was your term,
Yes.
did St. Kitts and Nevis place that year?
I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember. But I know they all did very well. It was nerve-wracking for me because I'm seeing everybody having all these extravagant dresses and different talents. Everybody's so talented. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming for another dramatical piece. I mean, I know I can act, but, you know, everybody's always so tired of the actresses. And I'm just like, well, I'm still going to give my all.
Yes.
And but then even what I've learned, again, even though seeing everybody doing all those, you know, because you could tell they had the sponsors and they've been working on it for a very long time. And in the end, even though I didn't have all of that, I still won. Why?
Yes.
Because I was consistent in every segment. And that is what you have to take
Good
from
stuff.
that,
Yes.
you know, just consistency.
Let me ask you, which segments did you win?
I didn't win any, so I'm telling you.
Consistency is the key. And when you came to St. Kitts to represent St. Lucia, did you came with the mentality that I'm taking that crown back to St. Lucia?
I mean, no. Well, I did have, you know, a zeal to win. I mean, you know, you obviously going to go and you want to represent yourself well. However, it was my first time in a regional show, first time in St. Kitts, and I just wanted to go and have fun. It was just before the New Year. It was Christmas, a little after Christmas. I left on the holiday. And I just wanted to have fun, meet the girls, see what there was to do. You know, they had the whole itinerary for us. So I was like, okay, we're going here, we're going there. I'm like, oh, okay. I was just excited. I just wanted to go and experience it all.
Nice.
And that was something, because I know it's very bad to say, but I literally just started a job like a month before or so. And I'm the person, I need to give it my all. I need to give it the attention. So I actually, when it came down and I'm like, okay, I only have a month to prepare. And then they were not really giving me the time to go. So I had to decide, okay, so there's a grand prize of 10,000. Do I stay in the job that I just started and I don't really like, or do I leave the job and go and prepare for the show?
I love your honesty.
Yes, I love it too.
Yeah,
and you took a leap of faith.
I took a leap of faith, and then I told him that. I told him I need the time. I need to prepare. I'm going away. I might win. I want to win, you know, but I'm going to also experience this. I'm not going to get this chance again. So I'm like, I'm going to get a job again. So I
like that thinking.
So, and then, you know, so when it comes to the pageantry for me, I feel like you always have to give it so much of you. You have to give it the time. You have to give it the attention, the practice, the rehearsals, speaking. There's so many different sections that you have to work on, and that is why I also kind of step in away, because I want to be able to focus my energy in other things, like my businesses, myself, growing. I'm older. I'm no longer a teen.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
all the way, Azard. She's still in her early 20s. She still looks 19, by the way. And I'm not being sarcastic. She literally still looks like a teenager. So I don't know.
And here my thinking, she has so much promise in terms of JCs.
I thought so too.
Miss
Queen of
St.
Carnival for
Lucia.
St. Lucia. What's going on there? Maybe even representing them in Miss Universe.
Exactly.
Cassie.
You know,
sorry.
you guys had
wow.
a representative just this year.
Yes.
Well, last year,
She was
2023.
Shanice, yes, I know her.
For the Miss Universe. So I actually thought,
Oh,
you know, this could
early
be a
girl.
contender, you know, for the crown.
know.
Yes.
We never know. I hope us speaking to her today will inspire her to go back
Sure.
into pageantry. She's being sarcastic. She's being sarcastic.
So tell us then, because you speak about the plans that you have other than pageantry. Tell us about you. Tell us of what you see yourself doing in the years to come.
Okay, I like to see myself now as a young entrepreneur. I have my co-partner, you will get to speak with him also. We have a business called Central Main Enterprises, and underneath that we have a marketing company called Handle It, as well as a spa, which is currently open today. I have to check in with her, and it's called Renewed You. So
Yes.
I'm into this. I love marketing. I think that's COVID's fault, so don't blame me. Blame COVID. When because I was actually supposed to do another pageant the following year in Easter, the Easterval, if you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that one.
Easterval. And when everything shut down, I just tuned in. I got this opportunity to do some online courses in marketing.
Okay.
And I just ran with it. I was able to now start and make a business, fund myself. So I work for myself now.
Oh, nice.
Basically.
So then if you don't want to go to work, you don't have to find a job.
She don't have to
It's still in the development stages, so I still have to put in something, but we're working on putting different measures in place so that, you know, you can work for yourself. You know, you
Okay.
can work for you,
Awesome.
make it easy.
I love the fact that you have participated in pageantry. You have been successful. Looking from you, you're very graceful.
Thank
You
you.
speak well. You answer these questions, and you're so
Excellently.
driven at such a young age in terms of your now working.
No,
for
remember she's
yourself.
getting old. Oh my gosh.
So it's so remarkable to see that, you know.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
really good to see that you put together yourself. You don't have to sing the soca song, boss man are not coming into work today,
No.
because you are the boss. You understand?
I know.
It's been it's been a process. It's been a journey to get to this point. I was not very open to speaking out in public, but again, back home, we had so many different interviews. Coming here, we had different interviews. And again, it was just learning yourself. That is what really makes it easy to just come and speak about yourself. And I just want to encourage any other girls, you know, go ahead, do the pageants, because you will take out something from it. You get free training for one.
So can I say, Cassandra, can you go ahead and do Miss St. Lucia Carnival and represent your country on a larger scale?
Honestly,
Are you really done with it?
I believe I am. It's
Oh,
I
wow.
think too, back home, the way it's done is not anything that I really want. Like, you know, it doesn't give me the
Zhuzh.
but
But being
it's
out
just-
here and sitting in the audience, experiencing the young lady, experiencing the winner, didn't you get a tinge of, I missed that? Oh,
no,
boy.
sorry,
She's really done.
No, it's I think too, because in doing the marketing too, I also do photography, and I think I enjoy being behind the scenes. I enjoy being behind the camera more than and editing and using that creativity more than being on there. It's a lot of work. It's a lot
So
of
would you still
pressure.
help young ladies that on the pageant scene in St. Lucia?
Yeah, I would. I
Okay.
actually did help
Okay,
one.
good stuff.
I worked with one. She did her school pageant, so it was fun doing that.
Did she win?
She did not.
Okay.
But she placed.
Oh,
yes.
lovely. Yes, yes. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
And she had
Yes,
fun, right?
She had fun.
Awesome, yes.
So we are joined.
Yes, we're joined here by your partner, right?
Yes.
So we have, his name is Jay. Jay, could you tell us about yourself from St. Lucia as well? Yes, tell us more about you, Jay. 'Cause we've been hearing from Cassandra, and both of them traveled together from St. Lucia, coming to St. Kitts and Nevis. She handed over her crown, and Jay's an artist, so it's wonderful
And
to have both of them
and her
here in
chaperone
studio.
too.
And her chaperone, yes.
So you see, big things, big things.
Exactly. And he has to be a good chaperone because he not one but two crowns.
Yes.
Yes, but he was more on the first team. He's new to the talented teen scene.
Okay.
Awesome.
He's doing a great job.
Awesome. So maybe he could encourage her, to go into Miss St. Lucia, the Queen of Carnival, and then the JCs,
and then
the
Miss
Miss Universe.
Yes. You'll have it all mapped out for me.
Yes.
So tell us about yourself, Jay.
Yeah, so original name, first name is Josh from St. Lucia. I love music. I don't know where else to start, but I love music. Everything about me is music. I want to bathe, I listen to music. I cook, I listen to music. Everything I do is music.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Okay, so that question gets me all the time because if we had to talk about favorite artists, like there are so many different genres that I listen to, so it's kind of hard to just select one favorite artist. But the person of influence to me would be Central C. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar, UK artist.
No, I'm not. So I'm not going to pretend I am not. And what genre of music does Central C sing?
Well, drill. It's a variation of rap music, hip hop. So, yeah, so I'm heavily influenced by them. But if you have to say, probably J. Cole might be number one up there. Yeah, and
I know
Meek
J. Cole.
Mill, those kind of guys.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah.
I know those. I know those.
I was expecting to hear one of the soca artists, pop up in his list.
I love soca, but back home, like everything is so focused on Denry segment, as I'm sure y'all would be familiar with.
Okay.
But it's not a situation. Well, it is a situation for me where home have more talent. So it's not just Denry segment or soca, but everyone who enters the field, they're kind of leaning towards that direction. So I wanted to be different. And given I listen, majority of my music is rap, I had to gravitate to hip hop more.
And how has your genre been accepted in St. Lucia?
It's accepted fairly well, I'd say. Because most times you hop into your vehicle, you don't just pop out and listen to a calypso or a Denry segment. Like, you had to be ready to go wind down the place, like, and real shell down, like real go and zest for you to, really enjoy it. But you go into your vehicle, most people would pop on a hip hop song or like a dance hall, that kind of stuff. But I want to call them my fans because they've been listening now for some time now. So they would pop up and just play it off and on if that's what they're feeling for, and they just listen to it. And yeah, but I'd say it's accepted fairly okay for now. Okay. Yeah.
So we have two young people in the studio from St. Lucia who came to St. Kitts and Nevis. They've heard experience of carnival. How has the carnival experience here in St. Kitts and Nevis been for you two?
Different.
How different?
Well, I guess back home they do a lot more. I don't know. They just I don't know. They take it to another level, and it's to a level where sometimes people might consider it distasteful. But then y'all are. It's more to the culture. I must say. So that's good, recommendable.
Good stuff.
What about for you, Jay? How has it been? Your experience.
I kind of like your music. I would like.
Kinda.
Let's rephrase. I like your music.
He was over here raving about Outside Again.
Yeah, I was just telling him about Outside Again.
Remember, I tell you that persons overseas influencers been saying Outside Again is the biggest
I
song.
told those people that's a great song.
I would have never known it was a song which originated from her. To be honest with you. The artist performed at the show, and I was like, "Oh,
that's Ruckus or
Ruckus,
Okay, Ruckus. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay. I enjoy your culture. I like St. Kitts, to be honest. I was even thinking of coming back like shortly after we head back home to revisit. Your people are definitely friendly, just like back home. So it was like, okay, this might be.
The food is good.
Oh yeah, the food has been great, to be honest. Where we stayed down at Timothy,
Yes.
there is this place, I mean, big up yourselves, Oceans. I kind of love their food.
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah, they have some, they have some really good food, like the seasoning on point, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, so yeah, it's
and coming from a St. Lucian, because to be honest, I always feel like people down the islands, y'all really know how to cook.
Yeah.
And I think you all respect spices even more than we do. So coming from y'all, that's pretty good.
Let me ask you, which song for the 2022-2023 is your favorite? If you had to choose one of them from the selections, which one would be your favorite?
Of mine?
Yes.
See, now you're trying to make me like.
Well, he went for the old one. He went for the 2023 one. So which one would you pick for 2024? You had Ken and Barbie, Now Let Go. You had Happy. You had Showcase, which is we have to give them the rhythm. We can't. I don't think Showcase catch on.
So you know, Kortensia, give them the opening line for Showcase.
Boy.
Jamso, give us the music for Showcase.
Oh my God!
This is where you're supposed to come
in. Let's make this carnival bigger.
I think I've heard that one. Yeah.
Carnival in SKB.
I thought you just forgot this month. I'm trying to remember which song are we talking about. This one we're on the road, man.
Oh, yeah, that's that one.
Together forever, believing like family. Carnival, we come to share the stage together.
Yeah,
that's that one. Yeah. Of course, I would definitely give that one the win, to be honest. I don't even need to hear the others. For real. From the time it starts, like, there's just something about music. Once it starts, like, you could tell. Like, you just get that feeling. Yeah. And that's that.
You know, it's
Cassie over here bouncing.
It's interesting you say that, right? Because as a DJ, when I get a lot of music sent to me, 24/7, 365, and sometimes, because I might not always have time, I listen a song and I know within the first 5 seconds. Sometimes I listen a song, I listen 5 seconds, I say, okay, that's good. I'll go back to it afterwards, and then I move on to the next one. So that song gives you that kind of vibe.
Yeah, man, for sure.
The minute it starts, you know.
For sure.
Okay.
So
cool.
Do we have music from Jay that we can hear?
Yeah, I was playing it in the background, actually.
Oh, well, I was so enthralled by it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
Jay, which song you want me to play?
Yeah, you could bump this one for them.
Okay.
It's Linen Water is the lady, so you know.
Look. Look. She got that glow, sun-kissed, melanin queen, thick lips. She a curvy, nice hips, forehead big but I like it with her hair out, messy, looking edible, yummy. She got vibe, energy. Talk to me nice, baby. She got that glow, sun-kissed, melanin queen, thick lips. She a curvy, nice hips, forehead big but I like it with her head out, messy, looking edible, yummy. She got vibe, energy. Talk to me nice, baby. She always taking a selfie. She knows she look good, sexy. Tell me what you like. I'm at your top, look in your eyes, tell no lies, not stressed, but take it off. She said not on the first date, hands up. That just tell me on move. She feeling it good, so she play hard for sure. She stepping red bottom, she classy, she feeling nice, bougie. She hard as roll the dice, bring me love. I wanna make you mine, don't wanna waste your time. They say love is a game.
Wow.
Yes.
On point.
That is
On point.
international stuff right there.
Yes.
And the fact that you've emulated your idol so much, that's good. I can't believe that's a St. Lucian and that song. And no pun intended, it's just really good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, big up to my producer at the same time. He's one of the best on the island, to be honest. Yeah, so we work very, very, very close. Very, very close.
So you guys also said that you guys are business partners as well?
Yeah.
So you guys do marketing together?
Well, that's just one part. I guess she didn't say what the others.
I have to leave something for you to say too.
Okay, so Jay, say it. We want to know.
Yes.
We created a parent organization, and we are We have multiple different businesses, one of which being a spa as well.
Oh, yes.
I mentioned,
So
that.
you mentioned the spa,
yeah.
right? And then we do the marketing. We also do tours. So if you ever visit our island, you could
nice.
feel free to hop aboard with us, take you around the island, transfers, the best places to dine, waterfalls, whatever else you may
So
want to
how
do.
did the partnership come about? We know you're a chaperone too, but how did this partnership come about?
Do you want me to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so he is definitely, if you just speaking with him, you can see he's definitely one with a lot of dreams, not just dreams, plans, goals, very ambitious, and it's just it sucks you in, and you want to be a part of it. And I'm so grateful that he's able to see that, take me on too with the dream, and build on it, to build a company and work together, and just there's so much in the works. And then I'm coming in with what I know and the marketing and because from my background, like I said, I did studies and I did like 11 courses on it.
Nice.
And just coming together to decide, okay, this is what we want to do. We have an end goal and we're working together. Let's do this. It just takes a lot for two people to have, or even to build a team. It starts somewhere. So I would say he's definitely the start. And then I was dragged onto the team. Let's say I gracefully skipped onto the team. Keeping it regal. And, it's just been definitely a lot of ups and downs in business because it's not an easy road. It takes a lot. So many nights, sleepless nights trying to figure out different things, the legal aspect of it, the financial aspect of it. But then in the end, when you see everything falling into place, it's so beautiful. And you see, okay, you actually did that. And it's just been a journey, and it's only the start. So more things coming.
Because I'm looking at the two of you, and I'm looking at how you sync up with each other. Because it's like before he says something, he looks over here at Cassie, and before Cassie says something, he says something like, "Ooh, they be vibing really, really nice." So that's good. That is. So how do you guys get over obstacles when they do come in your partnership?
Definitely, we need to work on it. But it comes where we have to realize, okay, the problem is not. We're not like fighting each other, but we're fighting the two of us against the problem. So it takes us a while to get to that point, but when we do get to that point, it's like, okay, so then we sit down and we go back to the drawing board, and then we say, okay, well, is this and this that we have to do? So you take this one, I take that one, and then we come to the end and we say, okay, we get it done.
Oh wow! Azard, these old people have great advice.
We young people need to learn.
Yes.
Hey, remember St. Lucia has two laureates, eh?
Two laureates.
So there must be
You mean
something in the water. Mr. Walcott.
Mr. Walcott, yes.
And the economist, the guy that's on the money.
Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So
nice.
must be something in the water there.
Must be something in the food.
In the piton. The sulfur.
Yes.
So what's next for you both?
Well, for sure, continuing on music, expanding our expanding our business ventures. Well, definitely, she's saying she wants to hear some more because, like, there are so many songs that are just unreleased for now. Because it's actually not just making good music; you have to find the right platform for you to, put it out too. Because it doesn't matter if you have good music if there's no one there to hate, So still definitely working on the back end of things. Hence, I'm here today, looking for anybody out of the island that might want to collab. I'll leave my information. If they like what's going on, we could connect, network, etc. But definitely still building the team on the back end, so the rest of the world could be ready to receive my music wholly, and it actually goes somewhere. I mean, I have a good enough audience right now, organically nearing almost 100,000 streams on Spotify.
Nice.
So but
you're
it's
big already, man. You're getting bigger.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So definitely looking to expand and network with everyone. She's always going to be the face of the business, so I could always focus on my music.
It's a pretty face.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to anybody from the music festival committee whilst you've been here? I know it's
I
been
tried
short.
to, but it was like so busy for everybody, which is why again I chose when we went to Freedom FM. It was we saw what's her name again?
Michelina.
Michelina?
Michelina.
Yeah.
Michelina.
And
Michelina.
that was like the only person like we really got the opportunity to actually speak to in the moment, and this is why we're actually here today. So
Awesome.
I thank you,
Message us.
Michelina.
Yes.
Thank you. But I would very much love to connect with people in the music segment of things. You know, maybe you never know. I could make a calypso. You never know. You know. You never know. But yeah, he was telling me. Yeah, he was telling. Yeah, he was telling me back there. You know why he not saying. You know, move away from your genre, but you know,
try a thing.
try a thing. Yeah, try a thing. You know.
Because I used to tell Nietzsche be that all the time, and then he eventually did it. Yeah, I used to tell him all the time. I said, you should try. Ask him. I used to tell him so all the time.
I believe you.
Yeah, I mean, my producer, the first thing he'd say to me is, nah, you ain't going into that diary segment. I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know. He thinks it might, I don't want to say a waste of talent, because I mean, I love our music.
Yes.
But he thinks it's okay to be different, and I believe so
it is
too.
okay to be
I believe so
different,
too, because I actually want to cater my music, not just for my country, but it's nice having your country back you up.
Yes.
But it's what's a little unacceptable is to not back up a local hip hop artist and put your full energy in a Denry segment artist, because it doesn't originate anywhere else but from St. Lucia, but then back up an international hip hop artist, like, you know. So we're trying to break through that whole stigma attached to, hey, if you're international, then I'll support you, but if you're local, it's like, so maybe if it's happening like that in St. Lucia, maybe it might happen like that in the rest of the world. So maybe America or the UK might be more open to receive me as an international doing this genre.
You make a very good point, actually. Yeah. It's almost like just because you're from the Caribbean and you might be doing, it's a non-Caribbean art form, they want to put you in a box and like, no, we're not down with with you doing hip hop or R&B. No, you gotta do soca or calypso. You know, and I get it. I get that.
And
even
most
reggae,
times,
sometimes they don't even want to give you
give
you the support, which is, you know.
Yeah, it's like it's really like that, you know. So, and then it's like when you do become international, then they're more open to receive you, because they're like, oh,
you're gonna put the name out there.
Yeah, he's doing things, you know. So it's more for me. Let me put my country out there, because the moment your people know, okay, hey, something more is happening there, they want to jump on that train, like, you know. So
like Rihanna.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like Rihanna.
Actually, because before everybody touches me, as soon as she became Bajan, listen, her fan base blew up more, because not only Bajans gravitated to her, but us from the Caribbean was like, Caribbean woman, grab her.
It's similar to that. Yeah, simimer to that.
So definitely.
I was saying y'all have to play Holler at least.
There
are 3 of them that won't open.
It's not?
Yeah, it's not opening.
Oh,
so,
boy.
yeah.
Which one is that?
Is
Holler
is one of them?
Well, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, well...
No,
we don't usually... No.
Yeah, YouTube not clean.
No.
Why? Why?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
Okay, guys, listeners, you're just joining us. It's 9:27, and we have the distinct honor of hosting the longest reigning Caribbean Talented Teen pageant winner.
Miss Cassandra Edwards.
Out of St. Lucia. So she's been ruling since 2019.
Since 2019.
And so what was that handover like?
It was, how do I say, it was anticlimactic, because I was not the one to do the handover.
No?
Yeah, it's usually the minister to do it, the minister of tourism.
Okay.
Yeah, so
but did you have a final walk?
Yes, I did have a final walk.
Okay.
So that was, as expected. But usually, like back home, it's usually the queen to crown the.
Yes.
But everybody's different, and that's okay. And yes, it was the minister. Crown.
Sometimes
to do the actual crowning.
Sometimes the queen does it here, but I guess that particular
everything
time.
is changed up.
Actually, now she says that it's the minister who does the crowning, and if sometimes even the prime minister who does the crowning, and not the actual queen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the term of passing on the crown is kind of like not really
Yeah.
literal, in this sense.
Yeah.
So it was just the final walk.
In like Miss Universe, and so is the actual queen who
puts the crown on.
the head,
Yes.
yeah.
Quick question before we wrap up. What did you talk about during your final walk? Did you reference COVID and
I did.
Okay.
I did. And I also spoke about what I got from the time, because COVID was a standstill time. However, we did connect in a way. We were all home, away from each other, not able to go out and really physically be with each other. But then social media and technology, which was the theme for the show, actually brought everybody together in some way. Everybody's connecting. In my year, there was the pass the brush. There was that challenge, right? So the contestants, we did the pass the brush challenge with each other. We all had our sashes, so we were still connected in some way after that time. So I also spoke on what I got from it, starting my businesses, going out and with my partner and everything, and just what I learned, and then also my message to the young ones coming up in the pageantry world to take everything in, taking the experiences. You're doing the regional pageants, your first time in a different country. That's a great opportunity. Take it in. Don't just focus on the end goal. Is what you get along the way, because you're making all these different connections, and you're learning about yourself. You're learning great opportunity to represent your country. That's a great honor, and to always remember that consistency is key. It really is. It really is. I mean, even just in this show, Miss Kids didn't walk away with any of the titles in the best, but she walked away with the crown because she was able to be consistent in every segment.
Oh wow!
Yes.
I could see why you won.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
And Jay, what about you?
Yes.
What plans do you have, and do you intend to meet your idol?
Of course, yeah. So actually going into Europe next. Well, it's this year already. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually going up there this year. There's some people who are connected to him, so hoping that we could officially connect. But yeah, just be prepared to probably hear a lot more music from me. I'll definitely remember St. Kitts. I told him we'll exchange contacts, so anytime you want to hear something new, and again, maybe I might try a calypso just because you all asked me to. But
I'll be in your ear about that.
Yeah, no, my producer on the live right now, so yeah, you hear that, Islands? But yeah, it's just more music. Definitely plan to soar higher, reach different destinations. So far, everywhere we've been, because we tend to travel together mostly.
Oh, nice.
We have been to different radio stations, and the people have been receiving my music quite, nice. So we tend to keep it that way and just continue visiting different places, connect and network with other people.
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And I know the folks are always listening. So to the Music Festival Committee, you never know. Look, you have a nice local artist right here with a different sound that the young people will gravitate
from the Caribbean.
to. Yep.
Yep. Yes. So we want to say thank you so much for choosing Win FM,
Yes,
for choosing ILNT. It's
a
pleasure to have both of you here this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No
And thank you, Michelina, for the connection. I know she's over there in Antigua looking after mommy. So, Michi, thank you. They were both a breath of fresh air, even the senior one next to me.
Just a quick, a little nice little outro of his song, for this segment.
She always taking a selfie. She knows she look good, sexy. Tell me what you like. I'm at your top, look in your eyes. Tell no lies, not stressed, but take it off. She said not on the first date, hands up. That just tell me on move. She feeling it good, so she play hard for show. She stepping red bottom, she classy. She feeling nice, bougie. She hard as roll the dice, bring me love. I wanna make you mine, don't wanna waste your time. They say love is a game, baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. All I hear is home runs, all I hear is home runs. Little lady, let me please you. Long nights, weekends, I'll be there when they.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
fretting together forever. We living like family. Carnival, we come to share the stage together, the streets together. We fret together, we drink together, we wave together, we dance together. So let me take a jump and bounce together. St. Kitts together, Nevis together. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one federation. Go left, put your hands in the air. Alright, put your flags in the air. Go left, put your hands in the air. Alright, put your flags in the air. Go hard, so come on down. Go hard, to the morning. Go hard, go hard. Everybody know. Go hard, go hard. The chairman said to me, listen up carefully. When it comes to SKN Carnival, all of we is one. All of we for one federation. Divisions, division. Presenting crown, full masquerade. Back and jumpies on the stage. Steel band, iron band, brass band. All of we is one. Celebrating 52 of mass and tradition. So let we link and make the carnival big. Let's make the carnival bigger. For the world to see. Carnival in SKB. Let's make the carnival big. Let's make the carnival bigger. For the world to see. Carnival in SKB. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one federation. Go left, put your hands in the air. Alright, put your flags in the air. Go left, put your hands in the air. Alright, put your flags in the air. Jump up as one, bounce up as one, wave it as one federation. Go left, put your hands in the air. Alright, put your flags in the air. Go left, put your hands in the air. Alright, put your flags in the air. Go hard, go hard. Everybody know.
When we talk about social commentary, the voice of the common man, we don't hear about politicians, just a real strong calypsonian. When we talk about real politics, is that the voice in the parliament? Is the songs that play on the radio, speaking the people's 2 cents from the bird? The message was always clear. The voice of the people for our leaders to hear. It's the poor man's
9:42, 18 minutes until 10 o'clock. We just heard from Cassandra Edwards. Man, imagine reigning for 4 years. Caribbean Talented Teen Pageant put on by Hainsmith. And John St. Romain, Jay the Saint, a St. Lucia rapper. You're going to be hearing a lot of that music around here.
And we also heard in the background the reigning Calypso monarch, Queen Independent.
Yes.
And she is saying, put a Calypsonian to run.
I would love for I would love for the Calypsonian to put their mouth where their money is, and I want Queen Independent to run. And I want to make sure, I'm gonna say it now, Queen Independent, you know I love you, but I want to make sure that, as you said, once they win, they sit down. I want to see you not sit down once you win too. So you never know.
But you know we had a
nice music,
Calypsonian run before. But we've had Congress. Congress ran. He ran. He's a Calypsonian. We had this and that in Nevis.
Okay.
So we've had Calypsonians ran. We've had Sweeney from the village, who is a former junior Calypsonian monarch, and I think he participated.
He
in
ran
the
as
senior,
well?
And he ran in number 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we've had Calypsonians who ran.
Okay. Well, Queen Independence is imploring you to put a Calypsonian to run now and prove to you that the Calypsonian is not going to sit down. So, Queen Independence, come on, sweetie, put your money where your mouth is and run next election.
Yes.
Is she from 4?
She's from 3.
Okay, because I was just going to tell you in trouble, you know.
She's from 3, you know. I'm happy for that. She's from 3.
He ain't right it, though. He ain't right it. He ain't right it.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. So congratulations again to all our winners. I was looking out for more of the the St. Kitts Nevis Queen Pageant contestants, and I swore I only saw 2. I saw the first contestant and the winner, because the winner was on the vehicle waving, but I didn't see any of the others. I was looking for them, so I was wondering, because you know they normally have the trucks. I know that they're gotten fancier, but to me I don't know. I miss the trucks because you had more of them. You could have seen them better, but I guess the sun and I guess the comfort, and I guess it's just different. So. Maybe that's why we didn't see much of them. But I saw the talented teen winner. I saw our Caribbean talented teen winner. I saw Issa. I waved to Issa. I saw Starboy.
Everybody.
I didn't see the little Calypsonian though. Princess. What was her name?
Oh jeez.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her because I was looking out for her. I didn't see her. But you know, one thing I would wish the clowns would stay out of everybody's troops. They just were not staying still. They were just all over. And I found once the troops got to the second judging point, Azard, they start this person, like people like, my foot tight, I got home. And I'm like, what? Come on, people. I swear the amount of persons that came to the judging point, I showed that's not the amount that finished in town. Because everybody was just coming out and going home. I was like, are you guys that tired? It's like, okay, my section palance already. We got this. I'm leaving. So I don't understand. And then the previous caller said they're coming late. You can't come late. Come on, man. Present yourself good so your troop could win. If you and that's my thing, you know. If your troop had a fighting chance because you're late, they didn't make it. So you figure you'll catch them down the road. No, you have to be in the first judging and the second judging.
Yes.
So maybe we have to start a carnival endurance boot camp this year, starting from today.
Camp. Yeah. Let's start the boot camp.
All righty.
Yeah,
So we're starting a carnival endurance boot camp. So we'll be working out. We'll be walking from the roundabout in Frigate Bay all the way over to the Southeast Peninsula and back. So we're practicing for the length of the road, right? Oh my gosh.
So congratulations to everybody, all of the winners. And, you know, there was something that was circulated, you know, our New Year's addresses, and usually you get a New Year's address from the various political parties. You would get from, our Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew.
Hope he's feeling better.
Hope he's feeling better indeed. Unfortunately, he was not able to give the New Year's address as the Prime Minister often does. And he sent out communication saying that dear fellow citizens and residents, We regret to inform you that due to unforeseen health circumstances, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew is currently unable to deliver the New Year's message as originally planned. He has contracted the flu virus and, as a result, will not be able to proceed with the scheduled live broadcast. Despite this setback, we want to assure you that the New Year's address or the New Year's message will still be made available to all in a written text format. We understand the anticipation and the importance of this annual message, and while the circumstances have led to this change, we remain committed to ensuring that the content of the New Year's message reaches every citizen and resident. We appreciate your understanding and support during this time. Your well wishes for the Prime Minister's swift recovery are deeply appreciated. Thank you for your understanding. Mrs. Adelcia Connor Falance, Press Secretary to the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. And you know, this was circulated in the media, and as soon as it was circulated, a lot of persons asked the question, well, don't we have a Deputy Prime Minister? And if the Deputy Prime Minister cannot, in the absence of the Prime Minister, deliver that message, and be so, after that was really circulated, the questions were asked, and then we saw the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley giving the message on behalf of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Indeed, for persons like myself and others who really question why didn't the first message really include Dr. Hanley really being the one to deliver the message? Why did it say that it would be done in written form and no mention of the Deputy Prime Minister actually taking up the mantle and delivering the New Year's message? I mean, some persons who saw this message first thought, is there no communication between the office of the Prime Minister and the office of the Deputy Prime Minister? Is there no camaraderie between them so they could have just passed the buck on? But we see that afterwards the Deputy Prime Minister delivered the address.
What if he was going to do that, but the Prime Minister still put out the communique because he needs to?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
And then having read it, it said it will be done in written text. The fact that it says that it would be done in written text would suggest to me that there was no intention, first and foremost, for the Deputy Prime Minister to read it.
English,
and that's what I thought. That's what I gathered.
But I like the fact that the electorate is holding the government to what they say they would be, and that nothing is going to fly over their heads anymore. They're going to say, you're not able, what about that? But maybe I think they had that, but they were just maybe trying to see if people were in tuned to what is happening. So
again, I say the message said, and I want to quote very clearly and directly, it says, despite this setback, we want to assure you that the New Year's message will still be available to all in a written text format. We understand the anticipation and importance of this annual message, and while circumstances have led to this change, we remain committed to ensuring that the content of the New Year's message reaches every citizen and resident. The fact that that was said, it says to me, it says that the Deputy Prime Minister was not first and foremost in contemplation. I don't know.
Consideration.
Yes.
I want to think they're just trying to get us citizens talking,
Because then it should have said, well, unfortunately, the Prime Minister is unable to deliver the message, and so, as in its normal way, we'll have the Deputy Prime Minister deliver the message.
They wanted to get a rise out of the people, and guess what? They got a rise.
I don't know. I don't know if I would say that. I don't know. I go with what is written and what is presented. So I might see it differently, and many other persons saw it differently as well. However, I'm happy that the Deputy Prime Minister delivered the message. We also had messages from, I've seen from the leader of the People's Action Movement, the Honorable Sean Richards. Yes, I did not see, I didn't see an address by the leader of the People's Labour Party.
Okay.
And so the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's still very much early. We're still just in the third day of the new year. And so something might be done as
On the
relates to
horizon.
that. Yes.
So why are we not going to hold that particular individual's feet to the fire? Is it because he's not part of government? Because the Honorable Sean Richards already delivered. The Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley delivered in the absence of the Prime Minister. So why is it the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris has not delivered yet? And why are we not holding his feet to the fire as well?
I don't know why he hasn't delivered the message, but I am sure that perhaps a message will be done and circulated. You know, I don't know, but of course, I think at a greater stance when it comes to these New Year messages, the office of the Prime Minister, and so it's seen as a, you know, it's something that's expected. And of course, the leaders are expected to give their messages as well. Everyone, we want to hear the messages because this is the new year. We're looking at certain things, tradition, and we just want to set it off in, you know, on a good platform.
I never know it was such a big deal until I start hearing the chatter around. I'd be like, what? Is it that big of a deal?
So you did hear a chatter about it?
Yes, but I did. No, I never said I didn't, you know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, but I didn't know it was so big a deal that the Prime Minister dresses for Christmas and New Year's like this. I guess because I don't follow stuff like that.
I think what made it the big deal was the fact that a message was sent that
and
the
it
Prime
says
Minister
was going to be written.
is ill, and that it will be written without mention of the Deputy Prime Minister taking up the mantle
Okay, so
and
that's what
delivering the
started
message. I think
the
that is
flurry.
what started it.
Okay.
Yes, if I'm correct, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I couldn't believe. I was like, people take things such a big deal. The poor guy's sick. Maybe they listen. Yeah, I'll just stay out of that pot.
Yeah,
for
we
now,
understand that he's sick, and
Yeah.
I don't think the issue was the fact that he's sick. I think the issue was the fact
You're
that
not
the
using
Deputy
your
Prime
deputy.
Minister,
Yeah.
and then, you know, we all wonder, if you're not using the deputy, is there some trouble in the camp that we are not aware of? You know, people have been saying it, you know, but we don't know, you know.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Boy.
Yes.
Listen, guys, if you're listening, please listen. Listen.
Yes,
the people are speaking. But as that, I was actually shocked. I'd be like, a message though? I guess it meant that much to people.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we get our New Year's message. In fact, I was looking at some articles, and, you know, 2024 is going to be such an... It's expected to be an interesting year because
it's a leap one too, right?
Oh, I'm not sure. It could be as
Yeah,
well. Yeah,
it's 4 years.
Oh, yes. Wow. So we have an extra day in February.
Yeah.
Extra day in the year.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Let
Extra
it be a good
day.
one.
It will be a good one.
Also, to there are going to be 2 elections this year. For huge countries, we have the United States of America, and we also have elections in Taiwan. And I was reading and listening to something that said these are going to be too instrumental, because you know that Taiwan, the Republic of Taiwan, there is some sort of, you know, China, Taiwan, those relationships between them, and it was being said that the opposition, in fact, might be friendly towards China. So depending on the outcome of the election, we're going to see something interesting, you know.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully something peaceful, you know.
Yes. Because our diplomatic with them spans...
Yes.
Our diplomatic relations with them spans 40 years. So we have to wish them the best, because we need that relationship to continue. No breaking up here.
Yes. And if, you know, the tensions between China and the Republic of Taiwan, you know, those sort of things. And, you know, looking at the presidential election, persons have been wondering who the 2 persons are going to be. You know, based on the prediction, it seems like it's going to be President Biden against former President Trump. Again. That seems like to be how it is.
We'll even take DeSantis right now.
And, you know, there's another person who has tied with DeSantis.
Who is that?
I think her name is Haley. So she is actually, based on
She's a Republican, right?
Yes.
I think I saw someone with her
based on what
picture.
I saw just yesterday, it seemed like now they're both neck and neck, which was interesting, because a year ago it seemed that DeSantis was a clear second, but now she's coming up. But it seems the person, based on what I was listening to, really said that they're battling for second because Trump is still far ahead.
And how could that be, though? Imagine she's coming up to beat DeSantis and basically shove him out the race, and nobody can come up to beat up Carrot and throw him out the race? No, he cannot be president. People of the United States of America, I beg you, make an informed choice. You can't do that again. You see how that man mashed up the Capitol on January 6th? No, look, a whole year anniversary is coming. Or not a whole year, more than a year, right?
Yeah, it's actually, that happened.
Yeah.
perhaps in-
You know,
yeah.
The third year? Is it the third
No,
year
it happened-
anniversary? It happened the year when...
You know,
It happened just after the election.
Just after the election.
And the
So
elections
ho-
would have been 2020. So then it would have been
Yeah,
2021.
the fourth year.
Mhm.
Oh, so
So
sad.
it's going on 3 years.
Yeah, I was
you guys want to take a call?
Oh, sure.
Caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T. Good morning.
Good morning and New Year's greetings to
And Happy New
all.
Year.
Same to you.
Yes.
Thanks. About the address, the normal addresses that we normally have around this time of year. There's the Christmas and there's the New Year's.
Yep.
The Christmas was a bit surprising in the sense that it's normally a very not so much. It's not contentious, and there is usually no political stuff inserted there. You know, it's all about unifying and patriotism and those kinds of themes. This year I was a bit surprised that somehow the political stuff got inserted in terms of, talking about things like what the government has done, those kinds of things. Those kinds of things, I think, are used in the New Year's address, okay, and give people a taste of what is to come in the new year. I think that's normally left for the New Year's address, okay, which I think was done in this case. It's the Christmas one that, was a bit surprising to me. And actually, we get accustomed to thinking our leaders are, what shall we say, superhuman or they're not fallible, those kinds of things. And so when those are not delivered, there's always lots of speculation, which I think is unnecessary, really. Okay? There should be contingencies in the event of human things happening, like illness and so on. Now, one thing if I can comment on the carnival, okay? To me, it was better than last year overall. And I'm not speaking as a carnival expert, just an onlooker. That's my usual role. Okay? But there are some things you do not associate with a professional production. For instance, in a professional production, you expect things to almost go clockwork. It seemed like they had some problems with logistics, unless it was where I was looking. But there seemed to be inordinate amount of time lapses between certainly the first major tube that went out and the others that followed, okay? And, you don't associate stage breakdown. I think there was something like that with a professional production, Yes, things happen, but like I said, there are things you do not associate with a professional production. And so they definitely need to work on the logistics. I saw a comment basically bigging up, as we say, our bands and DJs during the parade. I don't know. Jamson may be more adept at this, but I think there were too many technical glitches and starts and stops, and again, those are things you don't associate with a professional production. Okay, don't know what can be done about them, but to me, we tend to be kind of self-congratulatory and overlook these things, but really and truly, we should pay attention to them. Okay, I think there's also a need for some official portfolio, if you want to call that, of music and events and the parade for, for posterity, something official, okay, and something that can be used for marketing. Every year we see real artwork coming out, lots of artistry, lots of innovation and so on. And unfortunately, after each year, these just go away. We forget about them. And I'm not sure there's an official record of each year. I think there should be, and that they should be used for marketing, because for instance, we may think our music is great, but somehow they don't make the kind of impact we expect on the regional scene, okay? And we probably can fall in marketing in that respect. I mean, whether you get, I don't know if they send clips, they are official clips, and they send them to as many radio stations as possible, as many in the region, that is, as many advertising places as possible, so that, the whole region get an idea of our product, okay? I think that really should be done at the expense of the Carnival committee, rather than leave it to the individual artists and so on, groups to promote themselves. Because after all, it is about national pride and patriotism in the final analysis, okay? And that finally leads me to something that somebody brought up earlier about the fact that, there was garbage everywhere. Yes, we expect that in the parade and so on, but I think it goes beyond that. We've been at this now for generations. There's been education and so on in the schools everywhere, and we still have that problem. And it's translating national pride and patriotism to extend into that area. It's surprising that it hasn't happened, but it hasn't, and so we still have a lot of work to do on that. I think that was just some comments that I wanted to make. But overall, I think it was, like I said, to me it was better than the previous year, and that's a good direction to be going, improvement, and so we can expect better for 24, I would imagine. Okay, then.
Thank you so
All
much,
right,
Mr.
thanks,
McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
And Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone who have tuned in this morning to hear this edition, the first show for the New Year 2024.
Yes.
In fact, it was, for me at least, a wonderful morning, a wonderful show.
It was indeed. Me as well.
Awesome. So, guys.
Jamster, what about you? Only myself and Azard? It was a wonderful morning for?
No, it was, but you guys know I'm over here multitasking, so
Yes, he is.
doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
So first show for the year.
Yes.
So let's look forward to more great shows as there's tomorrow and Friday. We have a nice short week to look forward to.
And a long one come next week. I said, how was it waking up? Because I know last week you were like, oh boy, I enjoyed it.
I got up at around 6 a.m., and I was listening to so many things. I was listening, how to to improve yourself. This is
you're listening to your motivational speech.
So many different things.
Okay.
And I was like, I have to go in at 8 a.m. today. So yes. Yes.
Oh boy.
But I did rest and exercise yesterday. I think I have this. I have my watch, and so I have a target every day to meet in terms of calories and stuff, and steps and so. So I met it more times during last week than I have for a long time. So I had the opportunity and time to do that. So I say, good stuff. Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're getting there. As we said, I don't know. I don't have any resolutions. I just intend to continue what I was doing. Because as you said, by March, I don't want to be off the wagon. I want to stay on for life.
Yeah, that's the thing. I even thought to myself, it's not a new me. I'm hoping to be a better me.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what it is.
to
Better.
improve myself.
And Michi gave me a hard choice, boy. That Grace thing. Every time I'm about to, like, I have to remember Micheline in my head. Remember Carty, Grace. And I'd be like, boy, Michi, give me a hard one, boy.
Yes.
I chose it, but she made me choose a hard one because of the urgency of choosing. And I'd be like, boy, it's a hard, good one, though. So thanks, Michi.
Yes. So, guys, as we conclude this morning's program, I know Jamster is playing the music of the Queen Independent, the reigning Calypso Monarch. We could have that as our outro and just listen to the words of the reigning Queen.
Yeah, right.
It was always clear. The voice of the people